Welcome back to another episode of Damsels Distressing, the podcast where we talk about whatever we want, whenever we want, because we want to. I'm Chloe,
And I'm Olivia.
and we are so excited
We are
to be
so back.
1 year later.
What, over a year later? Like, this is probably a year and a half now. We did our last episode last May, and it is now October 2025.
Wow,
Chloe, we have done so much
I
since
know.
our fans have last heard from us.
Our four fans.
Our four fans. Hi,
Hi. We
guys.
hope you're still here, that you
Yeah.
stuck with us. I know we lied.
We
We
lied.
said, we're like, and we did pre-record episodes. It's just, so we recorded the last episode, I think, in May.
Yeah, it was last May.
And then I got engaged last July. And then I got married this July.
And I was a
then
bridesmaid.
She was a bridesmaid. And then Liv went on a Disney cruise.
I
and
did. So last time you heard from me, I was in Toronto rehearsing. And then I was on the boat for 7 months, playing Flounder in The Little Mermaid and understudying Merida, which then turned into all the time playing Merida in Seize the Adventure. And I was the soloist in the Christmas show and was in a couple other things. What a fun contract it was. I loved my time on the boat. It was so fun. And I loved being on the water and on the beach all the time.
I was jealous.
My life was literally just beach, boat, show. Maybe we'll do an episode about just like what happens on a cruise ship because
They're crazy.
cruise ship culture is crazy, let me tell you. Like everything, almost everything on that contract was like perfect for me. Loved it. Cruise ship culture is the one thing that has me going, if I was offered back, is making me take a step back. So I'm like, I don't know if I could do that environment again.
It's everyone is so horny.
Everyone is so horny. It's terrible.
When I was auditioning for Disney Cruise at one point, this was when Dimitri and I first started dating. I just started looking up, like, what do you do if you're in a relationship and you get offered a cruise contract? And everyone on Reddit was saying, break up with them. It's not going to work. And I was like,
Yeah.
hello? There's like fully like affairs that go on too, right?
Yeah. Full on affairs. It's crazy. But other than that, it's an amazing experience. I got to do amazing roles and had quite the time of my life. But yeah, so I did that for 7 months on the ship and then came back to New York and had been there from January to about a week ago from when we, or 2 weeks ago from when we recorded this, and did a lot of auditions and concerts and a lot of cosplaying and social media stuff.
Your first New York
Um,
Comic-Con.
my first New York Comic Con, which was so exciting. And now I'm in Texas for another contract. I'm doing a little Christmas contract in a show called Oh Wondrous Nights at SeaWorld San Antonio. I'm doing a lot of singing and dancing and puppeteering. So
He's in
I'm back.
Texas.
I'm in Texas, so I'm in Chloe's homeland.
Well, sort
Well,
of.
sorta.
I'm not from San
Yeah,
Antonio.
no.
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas, which I did get to see for, well, when I came to your wedding. No, actually, my first time seeing Dallas was with you because I
Yes.
came with you. Because let's get into Chloe's life, because Chloe got married, as we
I
mentioned
did
earlier.
get married.
And I came down to Texas for the first time with Chloe for her bridal shower.
Because you happen to have another
Yeah.
friend getting married like
Yes.
20 minutes from my parents' house.
Yeah,
like,
another
which was crazy.
Yeah, a friend of mine who also went to school with me and Chloe, who was in my class.
And the
And
same weekend as
same
my bridal
weekend.
shower.
So I was like, oh, I have to miss your bridal shower in New York, Chloe. And Chloe was like, well, mine's in Texas the week you're going to be there for Ella's wedding. And I was like, perfect.
So
So I
it
got to
was
go see
great.
Texas for the first time.
hung up on my parents'
Yeah.
pool, and it was great. It was
We had a lovely time. Went to
It
the
was so
mall.
We did go to the mall.
I loved our mall adventure.
Found my rehearsal dinner dress
Oh,
there, but I didn't buy it until like 2 months later or
no.
whatever.
Even though I kept telling you, I was like, Chloe, this is the dress.
I know, and it's perfect, and I love it very
It's the
much.
best dress ever.
It's oh my gosh.
Was it Anthropologie? Yeah.
Yeah, it's by I think what is like V Chapman, I think is the
Mm.
designer. I don't know, it's gone viral on TikTok a couple times, but they're very expensive. So I was like, I don't know about it, but worn it for like 4 events since I didn't buy it in white. I bought a pink
Yeah.
dress because I was honestly tired of all of the freaking white dresses that I had to wear throughout the
Yeah.
course of the event. Like being a bride is a time. It was very fun. We went on a lovely bachelorette trip, Florida.
It was so
Like the
lovely.
best weekend ever. It was
Truly.
probably the most tame bachelorette trip in the history of ever. We
Yeah.
just like we rented a boat one day. We slept in. We hung out by the pool. No one like got
No.
crazy drunk. We ended up returning alcohol,
Yeah, girls
which
got mild.
which I know sounds lame, but we had the best time.
Yeah,
Like
so
everyone was
much fun.
everyone got along so well. The
Yeah.
house was beautiful. And I think honestly it was just we were all really focusing on hydrating because we were out in the sun.
Yeah.
So
And if
and
there's
no one got sunburned.
no one got
Can we talk about
sunburned. Yeah, no one got sunburned. And like
that? In
I was
Florida.
I was afraid. I was afraid because we do have some friends with sensitive skin in that group, Chloe
We
included.
we
Um and everyone did a good job. That it was successful. Like this is the group, if there's any group of bridesmaids in history, your bridesmaid group for hydrating, sunscreen,
they
punctuality.
are
We killed it.
they are an iconic group of people. For all of you listeners, I am a little psychotic and I had 13 bridesmaids, which, you know, to some people, to most people, it's like, how do you have that many friends? And how do you like that many people? And how do you wrangle that many people? But everyone is just so lovely.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it happened, but everyone got along. And not all 13 were able to come to the bachelorette trip. I think there were 8 of us. It was still a big group, but like
Mhm.
it was oh my gosh. I want a reunion. It
I
was so
know.
much fun.
It was so cute. And just it was my first time going to Destin and Destin was beautiful.
So
Have you been there before the trip? I forgot. You had
yeah,
been, right?
so
Yeah.
I used to go there a lot growing up.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember. Tell me
that's how
that.
I knew to go to that area.
Yeah.
We were at Santa Rosa Beach, so we were
Yes.
like an hour outside of Destin, so it was a little less touristy. That's where I used to go on vacation was to Destin into a small town in Destin called Sandestin is where we used to go.
Hmm.
But it's so touristy. That's where like people will go and they'll travel for a week and the beaches are really
Yeah.
crowded and it's fun. It's beautiful, but if you go like further out, I don't know which way. I'm really bad at
Me
directions.
too.
Into 30A. It's
Wherever we were.
wherever we were. It was absolutely beautiful.
Mhm. The beach was beautiful. Like remember the night we went out there and took pictures
Oh my gosh, the
and
sunset
no one was
pictures.
there. Yeah.
We were there, what, in
April.
April.
It was
So,
the week after Easter.
yes. So it was according to our friend Bia, who is our resident Floridian, she said that it is the last week before everything gets nasty. So the weather was beautiful. There weren't that many people. It was lovely.
Yeah.
It
No
was
thunderstorms, no rain.
no, it was great.
Yeah.
I know, not the Florida experience we're used to as
No.
Disney Universal
Yeah.
fans, spending so much time in Orlando.
Especially last year because on my port days from the ship, I was in Cape Canaveral, so a
Yeah.
lot of times me and my friend would get a rental car or an Uber and then go up to Orlando for the day and go to like stuff up there or the parks because we got in for free. So I spent a lot of my time last year in Orlando and
Yeah.
I love going to the Disney parks in the morning for like literally we would leave the boat at 7 a.m. Uber up. It took like about an hour, spend like 3 or 4 hours in the parks, and then go back to the ship.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy, but we did it and we made it back every time. And like
That's
usually our
amazing.
plan was like 2 or 3 rides and like a snack or lunch. Like one day, me and my friend Nick went to Epcot literally just to go on Guardians and then walk around the countries and get Christmas gifts for our families. And then we had lunch and then left. I was like, perfect.
Uh,
Beautiful.
that is I finally got on Guardians,
Yes, you did.
so that's
What
exciting.
song did you get?
I got Iran.
I ran so far
Far.
away. That's the one I have not gotten yet. That and Conga. I've
I mean,
gotten
that's
the other
probably for
ones.
the best. That's fair. But I don't know. I feel like I would want to get conga just for the meme of it all.
Right?
Like, I am one of those people. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's the worst song to get. And I'm like, I feel like it's kind of iconic.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it is.
it's a goofy, silly song. Like, is it conga that everyone hates or is it another one? I
It's
think it's
conga.
conga,
It's
right?
conga. Because some
Yeah.
people hate one way or another. I'm like, stop. Or everybody wants to rule the world. Like, no, that's such a vibe on
No.
there.
I haven't gotten that
Also,
yet. I've only written it once.
it's so good.
Like I would never judge anyone if they said that that's their favorite ride
Yeah,
in the entire Disney
it's one of my top favorites.
Orlando area. My potentially controversial opinion is I think it's better than Hagrid's.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I only been on Hagrid's once, and
Yep.
yeah, that's how I feel. I just love Guardians, and I just like
I
the
know.
property better.
It's a giggle machine.
It
That's the best.
is.
I expected it to be a little more thrilling than it
Mhm.
was because of what I had heard people say, which I guess it is for Disney levels, so I shouldn't have gone full like coaster sicko brain.
Yeah.
Um, so I got on and I was like, oh, this is not like really pulling any forces or anything. But I cannot remember the last time I've laughed that hard on a ride. I wasn't screaming, I was just giggling. Like my stomach hurt because I was just like,
Aw,
so much fun. So I loved it. I loved it. I've been to Orlando so many times this year
you
alone.
have. You
And I'm
have.
about to go again because I'm going to IAPA this year, which is the like big like theme park roller coaster convention
Oh my
for
God, I didn't know you were
work.
going.
Yeah.
That's fun. You're going for work? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool.
Yeah. So we
Well,
just
Disney
yeah.
and Universal usually announce stuff there, so like
I
you will
know.
have to.
I'll have to let you
Insider
know.
scoop.
Well, and they're doing a I think I'm probably leaving because it's like a 4-day thing. I think I'm leaving
When is
on
it?
it's like the 18th through the 21st, I think,
Of
but
November?
of November. But I
Gotcha.
need to be back because we have Wicked tickets on November 20th.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I can't stay the whole time.
Important.
It's very important. Um, but that night they rented out Epic Universe on the 20th.
No.
I know. I know.
And you missed Islands of Adventure last time you were on a work trip too.
So
That's so
yeah, so the
sad.
last time I was in Orlando, they had there was an opening reception for this trade show at Islands of Adventure, but I didn't know about it. And they had rented it out. And by the time I found out, it was completely sold out. And I tried
No.
to get in, but it all ended up okay. There was a torrential downpour that night. So like the I really just wanted to go and marathon Velocicoaster, Forbidden Journey, Hagrid's, and well, River Adventure wasn't even open. So just really just go back between all of those. They weren't open for a while because of the rain. So by the time they opened, they weren't walk-ons anymore. So like
You
I
weren't
was
missing out.
I was frantically checking the wait times to
And
make myself feel better.
you were sending me live updates. You're like, I'm glad I'm not here. I'm glad I'm not here.
I'm like, it's okay. And I was at a very fancy restaurant on the company's dime instead and got very delicious lobster.
And there you go.
And so, you know what? It all ended up okay. And I would have been going by myself too,
Yeah.
which
And what's the fun in that?
it's just, I know some people have fun doing that, but it's just this.
Yeah.
I like having my friends with
Me
me at theme
too.
parks.
Me too.
It's just, it's more fun.
Yeah.
But
But we are planning on doing a whole Epic Universe episode because
yes,
we went around the same time in August
we
and
did. Like
we have
literally,
days apart.
we wanted to high five because
Yeah.
this
Our
is the craziest
planes.
story. So there was some crazy delays going on because of like storms in Orlando, because of course there were. And I was literally landing as she was boarding. And I think we missed each other. Our gates were right next to each
Yeah,
other.
I saw her plane. She was on the
Yes.
Mario JetBlue plane.
And you were on the Dunkin' Donuts
Yeah, so
plane.
I saw the Mario JetBlue plane
JetBlue.
and waved and said hi, Chloe. Well, I
So
was getting on the Dunkin' plane.
we sent pictures of each other's planes
Yeah.
because that was the closest we got. Um, but
Yes.
so close. We literally so we had a tag team Epic Universe trip, and
We
it's
have
amazing.
we have
I
so
have
much
so
to
many
say.
thoughts. We need to talk about it.
But today, there's a certain reason why we decided to bring the podcast back now.
Emergency meeting
Emergency. So,
on the
me,
topic of Disney and
yeah.
Mr. Bob Iger.
Yep. So me and Chloe literally have been saying for months, let's bring the podcast back. But of course, like life hits you in the face and you get really busy. But
Like we
now,
planned times where we wanted to
yeah.
record episodes, and then like she comes over and we're like, do
Mm,
you want to just watch a movie?
yeah. So like
Which is
that
fine.
that's literally been us all this summer. We're like, we're gonna record and then we come over and we're like marathoning movies.
Yeah.
Which honestly, even better. But earlier this week, there was breaking news from the land of Star Wars. And that news that I broke to Chloe while I was on a 20-minute break at my rehearsal for this Christmas show was that there was a movie in development called The Hunt for Ben Solo that was written by Steven Soderbergh. I think that's how you say his
Something
last
like
name.
that.
Soderbergh.
And look, you
And
know if his initials are SS, he is
SS.
talented. If his
Yeah,
name is
he could
Steven
cook.
and his last name starts with an S, he can
He
cook.
could cook. And Adam Driver himself
Mhm.
were developing this movie. Not only were they developing it, they had a finished script in hand, ready for green light, that they presented to Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm, who said, "Yes, that sounds great. Let's hand it over to Disney to greenlight it." And Bob Iger said no. And I actually found out today in this follow-up article that someone wrote, it says, and I quote, "In the aftermath of the Hunt for Ben Solo situation, I asked Kathleen Kennedy if Lucasfilm has ever turned in a finished movie script for greenlight to Disney and had rejected it. She said no. This is the first time."
I actually screenshotted that and I was
I
gonna
have
say it
so
and you
many
did it.
screenshots. I have so many screenshots for that article that was released today to talk about. So this is what's prompting us to bring back the podcast because we're just tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent something to you the other day, Chloe, about how there was that list of projects of everything that Lucasfilm has
Yes.
announced and canceled over the past 5 years. And I remember when they had,
Crazy.
it was like that virtual D23. Oh, no, it was like the quarter report or something they did in,
Yeah.
I remember it was like 5 years ago next month, because I remember it was like November 2020. And they had this big presentation. They announced all these projects, and out of all of them, I think only three got made,
Insane.
which is insane.
And here's the thing. I'm not even a sequels truther. I'll be so real. I enjoyed them when they came out. I actually was like jumping up and down when I left the theater for Rise of Skywalker, and
Yeah.
then I just woke up the next morning and I was like, wait a second.
You said existential dread sets
Wait
in.
a second. Oh, okay. And then even like I recently rewatched it and I was like, this movie is so much fun, but it is garbage,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
exactly.
However, while I am not a sequels truther, I have and always will be a Raylo truther.
hmm And here's the thing with me is that I didn't ship Raylo until very recently. Until like over the past couple
Really?
years. I wasn't a Raylo truther when the movie came out. I think
Ugh.
also because like most of my time, like I loved Ray on her own and I loved Kylo on his own. I just didn't really ship them.
Oh my
And
gosh. I've
I don't
been
know,
the
I
reverse on a Dollar Girly since
yeah.
The Last Jedi came out.
And I was never anti Raylo. It just like wasn't like the thing I was like 100% rooting for. But then when it happened, I was like, wait, like this is good.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
after the fact, now I'm like, wait, no, what was I doing?
No,
This is the plot of the movie. This is
it
everything.
literally is. It literally is.
This is
Um,
Raylo is canon. Raylo makes
yes.
sense. And who's the biggest Raylo on this earth? Adam
Adam
Driver.
Driver.
And also Daisy Ridley, who if you all
Yes.
have not heard, if you ever heard of what is the book? What is the book based on the fanfic that they're making the movie of. Wait, do you not know about this,
Oh,
Chloe?
I might not know about
Oh
this.
my God. I can't believe you don't know about this. Okay, the love hypothesis. Do you know about this? Oh
No.
my God, Chloe. I can't believe you don't know about this. So, back in like 2017, 18, there was this really popular fan fiction
Hmm.
that was a Raylo AU
I should
about
add,
them.
I never read fan fiction. I never go that deep. Scared of what I would become if I went that deep.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I've already fallen into it. So like I was never for a while, and then like over the past like 3, 4 years, it's taken over my life. And there's such good stuff out
Oh, I
there.
believe
I've
it.
told you before about the 50 chapter Star Wars Rebels fanfic that
Yes.
starts from the moment that Kanan and Hera meet to 5 years after Kanan's death.
Uh,
I think about it every day. It's so good. The Life Hypothesis was a fanfic that was written about Ben Solo and Rey. It was like a scientist AU. Then it became really popular, and the girl who wrote it turned it into a novel. Changed the character names, put it in a non like
so this
Star
is Fifty
Warsy
Shades of
setting.
Grey.
What?
This is 50 Shades of Grey, where it's a Twilight fan
Yes.
fiction that was turned into a
Yeah.
major publication.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following. I'm
So
following.
so it got turned into a book. The book became a bestseller. And now they're turning it into a movie. So the movie is starring Lily Reinhart as the Rey character and Daisy Ridley's husband, Tom
Yes,
Bateman,
yes, 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 yes.
as as the as the Kylo Ren role. The main character's name that because they changed all the names from their Star Wars names from the original fan fiction.
Of course.
The Kylo Ren character's name is Adam.
Oh, oh,
Dr. Adam Carlson. And then Olive Smith.
doctor.
Olive Smith is the Rey character. Who is this is the character synopsis for the Adam Carlson character. A young professor who is described by his students as harsh and hypercritical. The university froze his research funds because they are worried he's thinking of leaving to a different university. Adam agreed to fake a relationship with Olive to make the science department believe he plans to stay at Stanford.
Wow.
So it's a fake dating story as well. And then all the other characters are, of course, based on Star Wars characters. So Olive's roommate is Malcolm, who is based on Finn.
Okay.
Her best friend, Anne, is based on Rose, who likes Jeremy, who is Olive's ex-boyfriend, who is based on Hux. I don't know why it's Hux and
Not
Hux
Finn.
and Ray. Hux and Ray. Finn is the roommate.
But
Because,
were they,
well,
like,
because,
disinterested?
no, because Dr. Holden Rodriguez, who is based on Poe Dameron, ends up dating Malcolm Finn. It is Finn Poe. It's a Finn Poe story as well. I've never read this, but like now I want to read the original fan fiction and then this book and then see this movie. Yeah, so that's something being made. So we don't have the Hunt for Ben Solo, but at least we
We
got
will.
the
We
Raylo
will.
the Raylo Truthers. They literally flew a plane over Disney
I
Studios.
know.
They flew a plane.
And if we're doing a like video version of this podcast, I'll insert that, or
Yeah,
whoever's editing will insert that here.
the plane.
Um, what the heck?
Yeah, it's
Um,
giving like when they
but
tried to bring back Daredevil, when they tried to bring back the Snyder Cut, when my
sure.
personal favorite TV show Timeless, they flew a
Yep.
plane over Warner Brothers Studios. These
When
things
Shadow and Bone
work.
got canceled,
Yep.
we got a billboard. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we really tried. That petition, we got so many signatures. So it did work.
What?
Ryan Reynolds made a little fit about the Deadpool movie getting canceled. They greenlit it.
Was that about the first one or was it about the third? Was it about the third one?
No, it was
It was
the
about,
first
it was
one.
the first one.
The very first one. I think it was something about like they weren't gonna be, they didn't want to fund it. Like it was gonna
Oh.
work. So he ran his little mouth about it. And
Of course he
that
did.
sounded passive aggressive because it was.
It was
But
past. It was. I have my thoughts.
we have we have Ryan Reynolds opinions. Sorry, buddy. And I
Yes.
really think that Adam Driver knew exactly what he was doing.
There are major news outlets reporting this, and people have been reporting it for days. Like, I've been on all my social medias, and I will not go 5 minutes without seeing at least three posts about it. And after this article today, did you read the article?
I haven't read it.
I, s- I skimmed over it, and I've been seeing some of the tweets, but I screenshotted some. Do you want to hear some of the points that were made in this article?
Of course I do.
This was the most expensive Lucasfilm script ever, with the Birds receiving $3 million. The film was ready to film with a completed script and budget. Adam Driver and Soderbergh were not paid a thing, and Ben Solo's resurrection was clear and creatively sound.
It was.
I'm sure it was. Okay, the
Yes.
film was operating under the code name Quiet Leaves. They were
Okay.
entering the early prep and staffing stages, and they purchased a fully developed treatment and beat sheet and had a proposed start date. They also had on board screenwriter Rebecca Blunt and Scott Z. Burns, who was paid more than any screenwriter in Lucasfilm history to complete the screenplay.
Sorry. For those just listening, that was me being silent because my
Yeah.
mouth was just open.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he was also, Scott Z. Burns was one of the uncredited writers who worked with Tony Gilroy on Rogue One after Tony Gilroy came on to complete the film. Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and Carrie Beck were directly involved throughout the whole development process and were very enthusiastic about the drafts that came in.
I'm really, really upset
Yeah.
about this. What I want to know, though, was Daisy Ridley involved?
That's my
Was she
question.
cast?
That's my question because
Was because they're making the Rey solo film,
yeah.
which is such a funny sentence to
I know,
say,
I was
Rey
just gonna
solo
say
film.
Ray solo film.
Tee-hee.
Ray Skywalker.
Oh, that was
That's
a
so
choice.
sad.
That was a freaking choice.
Many choices were made in The Rise of Skywalker.
I really cannot get over that Kathleen Kennedy said that this has never happened before. That like
I know.
Lucasfilm, it seems like I saw another tweet about this where it seems like if Kevin Feige wants a film made, then it's made. Like if Kevin
Yeah.
Feige wants a Marvel film made, then it's made.
And think about
If Pixar wants a Pixar movie made, it's made. So
Yeah.
what made them also the freaking reasoning? Okay, we haven't even gotten to that. Sorry, I'm getting too far away from my mic. We kind of listened to the audio files for the first half of this, and hopefully it's better now.
Hopefully, I hope so.
Um,
We apologize if I'm literally screaming in the
and
first
if
half
I'm
of
really
this.
quiet, we're it's our first day back. Forgive us,
We're
please.
back.
Um, okay, so it wasn't greenlit because he said he didn't understand how Kylo Ren would be alive. Darth Maul was cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine.
Somehow,
Where was
Palpatine
this
returned.
energy for somehow Palpatine has returned?
Somehow
That was
Palpatine
their
returned.
that was their entire explanation was somehow.
Ventress came back from the dead recently on the Bad Batch.
Yes, she did.
We still don't fully know how, really.
It's just a thing. Like,
The world
there.
between worlds exists now. Ahsoka. Remember, we all saw Rebels. Ahsoka got saved.
She died and then she wasn't dead.
Ezra almost pulled Kanan out of the world between worlds. And you know whose voice we heard in the world between worlds during Rebels? Ben Solo.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's the it's that episode. You hear like all these voices and you hear both Rey and Kylo.
Also, here's the thing. I did notice, I went back and like just watched the end of it. He does like do the whole like Jedi disappear death. However, he would have returned to her as a ghost because that is the death that you get. Like that is like that's if you are going to come back as a force ghost, that's when you disappear, you know?
And the
he
Force
did
ghosts
it-
have returned.
Like, I'm sorry, that boy, you're telling me he wouldn't have haunted her for all of eternity? Come on. He would have appeared to her it wasn't there like it's been a second since I've seen that movie. Like, weren't there force ghosts at the end?
Yes, they all spoke to Rey.
Yes.
That's when
And
he
he
found out.
wasn't one of them.
That's when he found out for the first time that Kanan is one of them.
No, 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 not even that, because he wasn't dead yet.
What?
No, 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 not that. Kanan was dead, but
Yeah.
Ben wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, yeah, Ben wasn't dead yet. But like
I'm like,
that's when
we're
you
like,
rewatched it recently. Remember when you said,
yes.
"Oh my God, Kanan?"
Oh, yeah, I fell on the floor
Yes, you
screaming.
did.
I'm not dramatic at all. But were there, like, when she's walking in the desert and she's like, I'm Rey Skywalker, were there was there like a Luke ghost or anything
Yeah,
that
it was a
popped up,
Luke and
right?
Leia.
Yeah,
Luke
Luke
and
and
Leia,
Leia were
literally.
there. So where the hell
Where is
was
Ben?
Kyle? Where's Ben?
Did I say
Sorry,
it?
I'm yelling. I'm
But
yelling.
it's so fair because we're heated. We're heated. Chloe,
I
remember
haven't
that?
thought about the sequels this much in years. I don't
No, same.
watch them. I
Same.
really don't because I get no satisfaction out
I
of
only
them.
really watched The Force Awakens and then go to Galaxy's Edge.
I love The Last Jedi. I love that movie. I am a Last Jedi truther. I will give you
As you
that.
should be.
I love that movie. I love 75% of that movie.
Real, real. So
Um,
real.
the subplot is garbage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Everything else, the throne room scene.
No, it's literally like
Oh,
the Force Skype is when I went, wait a second. There's something going on here.
can you put a
There's
shirt on
a
or something?
You put on a shirt, please. That was more of a Keira Knightley than a Daisy Ridley, so
You
sorry.
know, my favorite line in the entire sequel trilogy.
Can you please put on a shirt? Like, not that. When
Palpatine wants you dead. From the third one. He just did it. Palpatine wants you
how
dead.
many was your dad? Look, it's just if they had a plan to fix fix it, because here's the thing. Like, the reason why I think the prequels overall get redeemed is because of how masterful Revenge of the Sith is.
Yes.
Like,
It
because let's do
saves it.
it saves the whole franchise. They didn't they didn't have that moment,
They didn't know what to do. Rise of Skywalker was supposed to be Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw, we've all seen the inklings from that script.
Like what and I get it. They were in a bad position. Carrie Fisher had just passed
Yeah.
away. It was supposed to be her movie.
Hmm.
However, that's no excuse
No.
for the bullshit that we
Uh-huh.
receive.
Like,
And there are
yes.
pieces I like, it's a
Yeah,
fun film.
it is.
Babu
Babu Frick
Frick?
is there. We are synced. Our brains are synced. Of course, we both said that. We love Babu Frick.
Babu Frick, my little boy.
And us say at the same time.
I'm screaming.
Oh my God. Babu
I
Frick
like
is
that.
there.
Babu Frick is there. I think on my letterbox review, I think I gave it an extra half star. I said this is just for Babu Frick.
Yes.
I deducted another half star because they didn't they wrote in Poe a girlfriend.
Yeah, which was so
And I love
unnecessary.
that actress. She's
Yeah.
great.
We're just Finpo truthers.
We are Finn Poe. This should have happened. And
Should have happened.
they wanted it.
They wanted it. They kept saying they wanted
And
it.
like it still would have worked because I think it was very evident that Rose was into Finn, but Finn had no feelings for Rose.
No.
And like that's fine. Like that's why
Yeah.
they completely sidelined her in the next movie because he was kind of like,
Bye.
no, 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 no. Because he was in love with Rey, which is
Yeah.
fine. We could have a bisexual icon. There's
Exactly.
nothing wrong
There's
with that.
nothing wrong with bisexuals.
Like, okay, you can't get Rey because, God, and I wanted that. I wanted that
Aw.
drama. I wanted the drama. No, this isn't a
The
cute
love
moment.
triangle.
I wanted the drama. I'm so sorry, Finn. I wanted to see you crash out. I wanted to see your crash out when you realized that your girl was in love
Yeah,
with
with Kylo.
with your abusive former boss.
Ugh. But
He
then
did enslave you.
he
That's
did. He
good.
did.
Not cute.
Not cute.
Sorry, Luna. Sorry.
It's okay,
Hi,
baby.
pretty girl.
Hi, Luna.
Hi.
Luna's making an appearance.
Here's a Luna. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm talking too high pitch.
Aw,
Thank you. Thank you so
pretty
much.
sweet Luna.
I love you.
I feel the anger boiling
Well,
because of this movie. This movie that doesn't exist.
also, if you look at Steven, what's his last name? Soderbergh?
Soderbergh.
Soderbergh? Soderbergh.
Soderbergh.
Steven Sondheim.
Yes,
Um,
Steven Sondheim.
I feel like it's Steven
Spielberg.
Sondheim. Well, if you look at his like people were checking his letterbox in the movies he was logging and all the Star Wars movies specifically, he
Yes.
watched Attack of the Clones like 3 or 4 times.
As he should.
And
He
I'm
was
like
studying very specific things.
studying. He was studying that. He was studying Empire, like, and he didn't watch the sequels at all,
He was studying.
which is fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
We just have this such a great character with Ben.
He was the old.
Such a great character. Like, we never even touched on the Knights of Ren. We never touched
No,
on him growing up being taught by Luke.
no, we
Except
didn't
those
get
little
any of it.
flashbacks. That's the stuff I'm most interested in seeing. Like, of course, I want to see him after he comes back.
But like,
But
what happened? When
what
did he
happened?
like
How did he? Because we still really don't know, like, what
how
was
they
his
rose to
journey?
power?
Yeah.
Like, was he like fully in power? Like, what? That's what I don't understand. There's a lot. I have a lot of questions. Like,
Same.
really, how did he end up in power? How did they allow that to happen? Again, I know they're kind of hinting at it in Ahsoka. How,
Yeah.
but he was still a little boy.
Uh-huh.
He's still a little baby boy at the time of Ahsoka because Grogu was going to be Luke's first student, and
Yes.
thank God he wasn't. Because if I found out that that little boy was dead, um,
Oh, my heart.
I
That's
was about to, I was
why.
about to crash out.
That's why Miss Harrison Dula better keep her baby close to her. Do not take your eyes off that baby.
Oh gosh, do not let Luke train that baby.
No.
Do not let him train our little green-haired goblin. Sorry.
And that's what's something like
He's cute in the live action. He's just
he is.
terrifying in
He's so
Rebels.
terrifying, that little goblin.
It's
It,
giving Renesmee.
it is.
Um,
Quick little side rant about the Ahsoka series, which I have talked on this podcast before, how I'm
yes.
not the biggest fan of. But I really hope something that they explore with Hera is just the fact that her son is force sensitive, has the force abilities, and like I think they mentioned a couple times in season one how like Ahsoka's like, oh, like he should embrace the power, he should train it. But like I want to see the drama with that. I want to see Hera like shutting that down from like whoever, like Ahsoka, Sabine, Luke, whoever's like train this child, just
Yeah.
to be like, no, because I lost the love of my life and my adoptive son.
Well, she's
Well,
gonna
up
get him
until
back.
now. Well, he's gonna get him
Gonna get him
back.
back.
So I'm like, Ezra should totally like Ezra teaching Jason, sure. Anyone outside
Yes.
the family, no.
No.
Keep your hands off. Keep your
Stay
hands
away.
off.
Stay away.
Stay far away.
Even
Stay
like
far
this
away.
current version of Ahsoka, I don't want her
Yeah,
training.
no. Stay
She's
far away.
like,
Sabine, get back to
that's
your
a whole other
family.
side rant.
Ahsoka season 2 is probably coming in a couple months. So once that drops, we'll be having a lot of discussions.
So many opinions. I want to love it. I really
So
do.
I can write
And
it better. My fanfic I'm writing is so much better.
I believe it. I believe it. It's like, how do you give us Andor? And then we get, but whatever.
Yeah,
Not,
whatever.
this episode's not about Andor.
Yeah.
This episode's not about
Step in
that.
solo.
We're talking about Ben. I haven't thought about the sequels this much in so long.
And you know what we else could talk about? The female gaze. I texted Chloe the other day. I said, I am sitting here thinking about Kylo Ren and the female gaze.
How
As one
he's
does. And like, here's the thing.
accidental
Accidental.
female gaze.
Like, is Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, one of my Star Wars crushes? Not really. But I see it.
Nah.
His father, however.
There was one
His
point
father.
where there was one point where my Hinge profile, like one of the prompts was I'm weirdly attracted to, and my answer was Kylo Ren.
I mean, so fair.
Because I am really weirdly attracted to him.
Yeah.
Like, am I an Anakin girl through and through? Like, is that my man?
Yeah.
Especially Clone Wars Anakin specifically.
Yeah.
And like early like beginning Revenge of the Sith. Why did that name evade me? Too
Revenge of the
many things
Sith.
going on. The
Yes.
early Revenge of the Sith, Anakin, my God, before
Yeah.
he becomes a genocidal maniac.
Yeah.
Um, can't really get behind that, you know.
No.
No. I could fix him though.
No, same. I'm like,
I could
like
fix him.
Anakin and Obi-Wan in one movie for me. My two men.
It's so weird because I am like very attracted to Ewan McGregor, but I'm not attracted to Obi-Wan because
Hmm.
there's something about his beard being so patchy that just turns me
It's
off.
really
Yeah, because like you watch Mulan, like the first time I realized how attractive he was when I watched Moulin Rouge, and I was like,
so real.
oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. They make him look so old.
Yes, that's all. That's all. Like,
He
he's
looks
not that old in
okay.
that movie.
He looks really good in Revenge of the Sith. I will say
Yes.
that. But in
No.
Attack of the Clones, his beard is so
Yeah,
patchy.
no. When I say like my Obi-Wan is Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan. No, but I love him
No,
still.
we love him still. I don't know what was going on with their makeup or
No,
whatever their styling was. He looks great in Revenge of the
he
Sith. Like
does.
that's a man right there.
That's a
They're both.
man.
Those are
They're both a
men right there.
man.
Cut out the rat tail. Let's go. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Phantom Menace Obi-Wan too. He pulls off the rat
He
tail.
does. He looks
He
great.
looks great with the rat tail. Which, side note, that is what my husband and I are doing for Halloween this year. We are doing Attack of the Clones, Padme and Anakin, and I did buy him a rat tail
I can't
that
wait to
he
see
has to
this.
wear. His outfit may
Hee
end up looking a little bit more Revenge of the Sithy because I think it looks better, but it's okay.
Because you're a true fan.
We're moving on.
Yeah.
My God, we could talk about that, all of the but we won't go on that side rant about everyone's like
Yeah.
Padme Halloween
Yeah.
costumes and like the side eye that you get for doing the Geonosis Padme outfit. So I'm like, do you?
Hmm.
There's yes, that is the easiest one. I understand balling on a budget, babes,
Yeah.
but she has so many better looks.
Ah,
So many better
it's
looks.
just boring.
It is boring. Oh, I sent Liv an article that I read about like Anakin and Padme being Orpheus and Eurydice,
Yes.
which is crazy, and how that ties back into like to Ben and Rey, and how it was supposed to be like fixing it, he doesn't turn around, and they're supposed to get a happy ending. That is my thing. That is all that I want. I want one Star Wars love story to have a happy ending.
Exactly. Because
All my favorite couples, they're
dead.
all, at least one of them is dead or
Literally
they
every single
are
one.
divorced.
Yeah. Han
Like,
and Leia being divorced, that's not canon to me.
no, criminal.
That's not canon.
He left her? He left her? The audacity. No.
General Leia Organa.
Like, are you in what universe? I think Chewie would have actually strangled him.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have sided with him. I think he would have been like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
R2 would have cursed him out.
Yeah. Han
I
would be a dead man.
Yeah. I mean, and he did die. But
And also Luke would probably kill him too.
well, Luke didn't know. He was off on an island
Oh,
doing
but
whatever.
that's true. Yeah. But if Luke was there, Luke would have been like, that's what you get for messing with my sister.
No, like that should have been the first response when when Rey shows up and he's like, "Where's Han?" It should have not. She was like, "Oh, he's dead." So I guess that is why that's your first response.
Yeah.
You needed to give him the tea. Did you know they got divorced? Did you know that? Like,
And he's
and
gonna be
then
like, what? And
you
then
need
he's
to
like,
go home to your sister.
he's dead.
Okay, you need to talk to her because she's not okay. Forget training me. You need to go talk to your sister.
yeah.
Stop being a little hermit, whatever, and crying about very valid things.
Very valid. But go see your sister.
Go see your
She's
freaking
literally doing
sister.
everything.
She lost her son, and then her husband left her, and then you disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Who does
Was
she have? Well, then R2 shut down.
Yeah.
She has freaking 3PO to keep her company. That is not
That's not ideal.
I wouldn't wish that fate on my worst enemy.
But what if she couldn't recognize him because of the red arm?
Your red
She probably
arm.
didn't even
Right,
know it was
right.
him.
She had no idea.
Yeah, everyone was kind of confused when he showed up with the red arm.
Of course, of course. Yeah.
Oh my God, General Organa. I'm so sorry.
But anyways, so
And she
that's
had Poe.
I want him.
Yeah, me too. I'm so it's like that's also why I was not a Kylo Ren girly, was because Poe Dameron walked into the screen in the first 5 minutes of uh Force Awakens and I said, I love him.
I love him.
I
So
want I want to marry him.
if it wasn't for the intense character assassination that happened in The Last Jedi, and again, like I said, I am a Last Jedi truther
Yeah.
of the main plot.
Yes. They
Um, I think the main plot is some of the best Star Wars material we've ever received. I know
agree.
that may be a really hot take, but like anything with Leia, sorry, not Leia, actually she was sidelined. Sorry, babe.
Yeah,
She's
she was.
literally in a coma. Sorry. Anything with Luke, Rey, and Kylo, excellent. Flawless. No notes. Amazing. Um, everything else, however, I don't understand how you can fumble a movie when you have Laura Dern in your cast. I digress.
Yeah, I don't know how can you fumble Laura
How do you
Dern?
fumble Laura Dern? And I love Ryan Johnson. I
Me too.
really,
Me
really
too.
do. I love what he was trying to do, and I wish we would have just finished with that direction. But
Yes.
Disney didn't want to give him enough time.
No.
Okay. And I'm not one of those people who's going to sit on here and be like, oh, Disney ruined Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. Because they gave us some amazing material too.
Yeah.
And like, I love Kathleen Kennedy. I think she's fantastic. I think people need to leave her alone. Has she been involved in projects that sucked? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who hasn't? You know, you don't see anybody really coming for Kevin Feige's throat.
Hmm.
You see the shit Marvel's coming out with?
We
Like,
watched Quantum Mania a couple weeks ago.
we did. We finally sat through it.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
It
But
was
I don't see
awful.
people yelling at Kevin Feige for it.
No, no. They're like, oh, Disney ruined Marvel.
No. No,
No,
babes.
they just yell at Kathleen Kennedy because she's a woman.
Yeah.
But
And
like,
I'm
how
like,
really she worked on the originals. Like,
yeah. Well, part of the thing that's happening with a lot of the Star Wars stuff is that they tried to Marvelify it. They're trying to push out quantity over quality. And
yes, and that's what happened with Rise of Skywalker too,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure because Ryan Johnson wanted to direct and write the
Yes.
next one and continue it, but they didn't want to give him the time that he needed.
Yeah.
And
So
so then they
then
just brought in J.J. Abrams and he went, eh.
and they didn't really know what they're doing because then they
No.
wrote the whole Duel of the Fate script and then scrapped it right away.
I'm so sorry, Liv. I know you love The Force Awakens. I'm gonna shit on it for a
I
second. I'm
know. It's
so
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
Um, the only reason that movie worked is because it is a direct rip off of A New Hope.
And that is true. It is
Like
very true.
it's a beat for beat rip off, done worse. And that's the part that pisses me off. Like, did it start strong? Sure, but it was all nostalgia. They didn't have any original ideas. There was no through line. Nothing was set up. Like, they did not plan these movies out in advance,
No.
which you cannot do. You can't just come up with a trilogy and then not plan out how the trilogy's going to go.
Yeah.
I understand things changing along the way as you get to know the characters. That's natural. That's normal. It happens with TV all the time.
Mhm.
But that's like what separates a good TV show from a bad show is when they planned the ending from the beginning.
Yeah.
This is where you start. This is where we need to end. They didn't have that.
No.
And it pisses me off.
And
And then you're given this idea that can finally wrap everything up in a clean little bow from what I've been hearing and maybe make the movies more money, bring more people to the theme park because
yeah,
it's basically Kylo Land.
it's Kylo
Let's
Land.
be real.
He's had the whole ride.
I'm really upset about all of this.
And it's just so baffling, like what you're saying about them not planning it out. It's because Force Awakens was the return of Star Wars to theaters for the first time since 2005.
It was
The
my first time
prequels,
seeing it in
yeah,
theaters.
me too. The prequels didn't get the greatest reception. The new generation was finally picking up on new Star Wars stuff with Clone Wars, and then Rebels came out the year before
And then
Force
Bob
Awakens came
Iger is
out.
the reason why Clone Wars was canceled in the first
Yep,
place. I just want to include
exactly.
that little piece of information because
Exactly.
apparently he hates the prequels, and so I hate you. Sorry, 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 sorry.
Sorry.
Um,
So Star Wars is coming back. I remember it. I saw it on Twitter the other day. It was the 10-year anniversary of the trailer coming out. I remember watching that trailer at
Me too.
school in class. My teacher put it on the screen because everyone was waiting for the Star Wars trailer to drop. It was a huge event. Everyone I know went to see that movie. People who had never even seen a Star Wars movie before.
Yeah,
I saw it 3 times in theaters. I was taking friends with me who never interacted with Star Wars in their life.
yeah.
And Star Wars is here. It's getting a whole new fan base. And like even for what Force Awakens was, it was a
I
good
loved it when it came
it's
out.
a good reintroduction for fans
Yep.
and a good starting point for new fans. And you think that at that point you're like, "Oh my God, they definitely have planned out what's coming next." Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? And I think that's part of the problem too is that then they started to overcompensate and they were releasing Solo and they were releasing Rogue One, which we love
Love
Rogue
Rogue
One,
One.
the best ever. Like, thank God that came out. Solo, I do really like Solo.
I
Like,
don't mind it. I
I
don't
didn't
think
like it at
about it
first.
ever.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first, but then upon rewatches, I've
It's not
enjoyed it.
bad. It's
Not
not.
bad.
It's really not.
And they were doing a lot at that point. Like Rebels was coming out when the sequels were coming out and they were getting into publishing stuff and comics and there was a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out.
Yeah.
On the movie side, I think because I think there was the Boba Fett movie that was supposed to come out. Remember, because
Yes.
it was the anthology series because a Star Wars story. So it would be Solo a Star Wars story, Boba Fett a Star Wars story, and then Obi-Wan a Star Wars story. And that's when they nixed Boba Fett and Obi-Wan and turned them to series.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I
So
forgot about
there was
that.
like 6 movies. They were doing the sequels while also developing all the standalones.
Can we also talk about how Ewan, Hayden, and Natalie have all said they would do another movie
Yeah.
and they're not taking them up on that?
No, no.
I don't. I mean, Bob Iger is going to be gone next year, apparently.
God, I
Thank
hope.
God. I hope so. Oh my gosh. And not another. I can't believe we missed him. Can we? I'm
No.
kidding.
It was like
ADHD sidetrack.
it was replacing like the worst option with like the slightly not worse option.
The worst Bob with the slightly less worse Bob, and
Yeah.
who ended up being the worst
Worst
Bob of them
Bob.
all.
Yes.
So I guess
No more
justice for
Bobs.
Bob Chapek, but also not at
No.
all.
No.
No. Um, he deserved all of his lashings.
He did.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
yeah, I feel like it's sad that Star Wars has fallen into the franchise fatigue because it easily didn't have to, but they
no.
did. Like, even like we're talking about having plans, Marvel phases 1 through 4 had a clear plan, and they stuck with that plan. Hey, so we're starting with the Avengers team, and then there's gonna be Thanos and Infinity War, just like everyone just fill in the gaps.
And they started planning Infinity War from the first Avenger movie.
Yeah.
Come on. Like Thanos pops in. They had a plan, and that's why it was worked out so well. And
Yeah.
now
Now
They
they
don't have a
they don't have a
plan.
plan. Like Star Wars, they don't have a plan.
I
And
have
now
concepts of a plan.
I have concepts of a plan. And now next year we're all gonna go see Doomsday, and I'm gonna have to sit through.
Are we? Are we? Is it going to come out next year? Do we
No,
really?
no,
Is there? Is it really? Are we?
no,
Mm, no,
no.
no.
I'll be set for Spider-Man though. That is coming out. That's almost done. Doomsday though,
Who's in it? We don't know. They announced the
they
cast.
announced the cast.
They
They
announced
sure
all
did.
like 28 cast members.
What are they gonna do? I don't know, because nothing has
What's the plot?
happened except for like in the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Nothing else of importance has really happened in like the past 2 years.
Guardians 3 was really good.
Guardians 3 is really good. So
That
is
was really good.
Loki. Is there
Sorry.
anything else you want to say about Ben Solo before we move on?
I think I said it all.
I think I said it
I
all.
think I said it all. I'm just.
We got a lot out of our systems because we've been rage texting each other,
I think
but
it's just, it shows the state of where movies are right now, that they're not really interested, even with IP, they're
yeah.
not interested in interesting ideas. They just want to make money.
And it's crazy because
Like,
with the outrage for this,
you're telling me they thought that Tron 3, starring Jared Leto, was a good idea? Like that you're gonna greenlit that. You're gonna
cause
green like do you not we have been saying for what like 6 years now,
yep,
Jared Leto doesn't sell. We don't want him on our screens. We don't like him. I have no issues with the Tron franchise. I probably would have gone to see it, but then I
yeah.
learned that Jared Leto was in it, and I'm like, why would I go see
Uh.
it?
You know that part of the reason why they let the movie release is because, oh my God, it's like an advertisement for the ride at Disney World. Girl, no
Right?
one's.
Didn't you go to like an early screening of it or something? Like,
I
weren't you
didn't.
invited?
I got invited to the early screen, but I went to like a biking event for it, which was really cool because I do really like Tron.
Yeah.
I like Tron Legacy. I love the ride. I don't like Jared Leto.
No.
But I was like, Tron theme event? Cool. I was on my little bike. There was strobe lights going. There was Daft Punk music playing. Great time. I didn't go see the movie.
No.
I don't want to
No.
go see the movie.
No.
It sucks also
Like
because Cal Kestis is in it and he's supposed to be really good at it. He should have been the lead.
anybody but
That's
Jared
Cal
Leto.
Kestis. That's Cal Kestis.
Yes.
But
Anyone but Jared Leto.
they think that Ben Solo's not going to make money. Do you know how many kids I see dressed up as Kylo Ren when I go to Disney World? Do you know how I go to New York Comic Con? I saw probably 15 different people in my vicinity dressed as Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Yeah. People love Kylo.
Love him.
And you know what? And the little girls love Rey.
They
But
do.
I'm I'm so sorry. I don't care about a Rey movie.
No.
I love her. I
Yeah.
do. But I love her within her dynamics with the other
Yes.
characters.
Yes.
You know?
They just serve her story really well.
They do. And that is, I think, purely the fault of lazy writing in terms of her character, because I think she could have been something really cool. And Daisy Ridley, I think, is a very talented actress and can do so much.
Yeah.
But they kind of reduced her to Luna.
Luna has thoughts.
She does. She's angry about this too. You want to come share? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's
She's
real
up to
angry.
share. She'll go tell
Like,
Bob Iger herself.
just take Luna to the door.
Yeah.
She'll just start
Bark,
yelling.
bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Um, they made her a self-insert character.
Yes.
They were like, Daisy Ridley did so much to try to give her personality. I owe every bit of love I have for that character to Daisy Ridley
Same.
because there's not anything there. And
No.
I think it was so much more interesting before they made her a goddamn Palpatine.
Yep.
And I know they're like trying to fix it, and I guess they've explained it further where she's not actually like his grandchild. There was a clone of himself,
Yeah.
like a Moff Gideon style clone.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're getting at if they ever explain it now.
Because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to put all the pieces together because we get things in Bad Batch with like that they're trying to create force sensitive clones.
Yes.
Cool, great, which goes into Moff Gideon, who did create force sensitive clones, sort of, and then Palpatine did that, and that's kind of how he's alive.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
We'll maybe, if they don't cancel everything first, find out sooner, maybe.
Because I
I
feel like
hope.
that's the direction they're going in,
Yeah.
trying to explain how he returned, right? Like they're kind of retconning a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Have you gotten that
Cause,
impression too?
yes, no, same.
Because
Somehow
it
Palpatine has returned. Somehow,
somehow,
somehow.
somehow,
Keyword
somehow,
somehow,
somehow.
Oscar Isaac.
Thanks, Oscar Isaac.
But
Somehow Palpatine has returned. Don't ask. We didn't come up with an answer. I have
I
concepts of a plan.
have concept of a
I have
plan.
concepts. Somehow. Sorry.
But basically, in conclusion, Disney is throwing away free money. They're throwing away free money. And also they were
And they're
making.
putting money at the wrong projects. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and also they were saying that like yeah, it was gonna be like the writers were gonna be paid a lot, but like the movie itself was not gonna be that much cost. 'Cause I think they were gonna have like a
Oh,
smaller cast. It was gonna be more of an internalized story. Like it wasn't gonna be like this like huge throw $10 trillion like they're doing with Avatar onto it.
yeah.
Sorry to Avatar. I just that's the easiest
Don't
movie to
sorry.
shit on.
I don't care about Avatar. I love Flight of
Oh
Passage.
yeah, like I go see the Avatar movies because I want to see like what they're gonna add to the lands eventually, and like the
Yeah.
references to land. Like, oh my God, that's in Disney World and
Yeah.
soon Disneyland. But in conclusion,
They don't know what they're doing.
mm,
We're just I think we're in a weird Disney era.
we are.
That's that is my conclusion is Disney doesn't know what it wants to be right now. And it's like instead of listening to fans, they're listening to the red pill angry incel boys
Yes.
and trying to cater to them while also thinking they're catering to feminists by being like, we're going to make our women powerful. And by making them powerful, they don't believe in love anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
Give
a
me
fucking
romances. Give
romance.
me romances.
I'm so
Give me romances. Speaking of
done. Sorry.
speaking of Disney franchise Marvel. It's actually been treated is being treated really well right now, surprisingly, considering it is actually highly topical. But we're talking about the thing that was made way before it was ever bought by Disney, X-Men. Look at how
Yes.
the faces just changed. The way we both went, ah, X-Men.
Oh,
So
yay.
I became a really big X-Men fan this year. I watched all the movies back like when WandaVision was coming out because there was like all the rumors that the X-Men were going to be introduced then, and then it was Evan Peters, and then it was Ralph Boner, and then it was that whole thing. But I watched them all except for like Logan and a couple others, which I just watched Logan with Chloe a couple weeks ago. It's so good.
So
It's one of
good.
the best
It's
superhero movies ever made. That's not even a superhero.
ever made.
It's so
It's a
good.
Western.
I can't stop thinking about it. Like I think about that movie every day.
I told
Like
her,
hitting
like,
my
she was like, I
child.
haven't seen Logan. And I was like, that was the first X-Men movie I ever saw. I didn't know anything at all. My
Yeah.
friends were just like, you like superheroes? And I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, let's go see Logan. And I did. I thought about it like my friends and I came into class the next day because it came out when I was in high school. We walked to theater class. We looked at each other. We just frowned
You just
and we just
frown.
nodded.
You just hear Laura Kinney in the back of your mind going, Daddy. I wish it was the first X-Men movie I saw. Because when I saw all the X-Men movies originally, I was like, they're cool. I don't really vibe with any of them except for Days of Future Past. I do love that movie. And First Class parts of it. But everything else I was like, it's not really vibing. And
I
then,
actually do really like the X-Men movies. I have a lot of grievances with them
yeah.
now after kind of learning more about the characters, but
Mm,
I think they're really fun for what
yeah.
they are.
I like
Um,
the I definitely do like First Class and Days of Future
they're
Past the
so
best.
good.
They're so fun. That's like more of the characters I like too, because I'm like, I'm not really we'll get into this. Cyclops. I wasn't really a big Wolverine girl until now. Until seeing Logan and watching the animated series, I love him.
I
He's just
love
a
him.
guy. He's
He's
just a
just a
guy.
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 He's just
He's just a
speaking
guy.
my truth. This is perhaps a hot take, but I think Jean should be with him
You know what? And that is so fair.
because I love Jean Grey. Like I really anything about like a woman who is the most powerful being in the entire freaking universe. It just gets me
So for
going.
you.
I love it. I love her so much. Like Wanda too, like that whole just those concepts of like
Yeah.
these ultra powerful women, obsessed with them, who are constantly underestimated and have beautiful red hair. Coincidentally. That is my truth
And
because I
I
think Scott is the scum of the earth. And I really was hoping that maybe it was just something with the Bryan Singer writing because like especially saying now what Rogue is supposed to be.
Yep. And I'm a rogue girly.
Yeah.
I am a rogue
And
girly
I
through
love
and
her.
through. I love her.
I don't know what the hell her character
Oh
is
my
in the
God.
Bryan Singer films. Like
Bobby, I can't touch you. And that's all she does for the time with Logan. Logan, I can't touch anyone.
Logan, I can't do
Logan.
it.
Logan,
I
where are you
just
going?
I just want to feel the touch of another person, but I can't. Did you know I killed my first boyfriend by kissing him? That's the only boy I ever kissed.
And then
Oh.
her accent's not even that thick. It's the funny thing.
No, her accent is
Barely there.
it's
For someone supposed to be from Mississippi.
But so I
But
thought
yeah.
that Scott was gonna be like that maybe, and then the more I'm only on season one. I just finished season one
The
of
animated series.
X-Men
Yeah,
and the
Chloe's.
original animated series.
I don't even think we said yet. Chloe's watching the animated series for the first time.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't include
so
that.
we did
That's
include that. I watched my first X-Men thing outside of watching the movies ever. I watched X-Men 97 back in March or February, March this year. It came out last year, so I'm late. I'm late to it. Everyone was telling me to watch it. 97, for context, is the continuation of the original X-Men the Animated Series from the 90s. It picks up about a year from when X-Men the Animated Series has ended, which I can't say anything about yet because Chloe is only on season 2 of the animated series. But X-Men 97 is so good, and that was my first thing watching anything other X-Men related. And I was like, wait. I was like, I get why everyone likes the X-Men now. Everyone
even
is so
though
cool.
I did see a spoiler when I watched your makeup tutorial, but
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. That's like the big thing too.
it happened so fast. I skipped as soon as I heard you say it, and I tried to move forward.
I'm so sorry. Okay, um, just like Star Wars Rebels, you have that in your mind now?
I do. I won't say what it was, but I guess
Yeah,
if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking
but
about.
you have a long way to go until it
Yep.
happens, and a lot happens, and it is pretty much the big thing that happens in 97, and,
Oh, well, yeah, I know
I'm
now.
yeah. Um that imagine me like now like watching 97, my first X-Men thing, and like being like, "Oh, this character, these two characters are now my favorite characters. And being, of course, because I'm like, of course, it's those two characters out of all the characters that are my favorites. And then that happens, and then I'm just. But then got to go back and watch the entire 90s series and
There you
pretend like it
go.
never happened.
There you go. So yeah, I'm just on the original
Yeah,
series.
so you're on season 2 right
I
now,
just
right?
started season 2.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
So,
your thoughts, you're Jean Girly.
I mean, she's not I'm a Jean Girly from the Bryan Singer films.
Yes.
Because I loved her. Not Sophie Turner, babe, Queen of the North. Love you so much. Not your version.
No,
I'm not talking about you here. So sorry, babe.
not Miss Dark Phoenix
That is
2000.
one of the worst movies
It's
I've ever seen.
look, I think that X-Men Origins Wolverine is even worse.
Oh, but at least it's fun. I had a great time watching that
No, I
movie.
had a miserable time.
But I watched it with a group of people. That is
Oh,
not a movie you watch by yourself.
I watched it by myself, what making Legos and also like criticizing every single second they had Gambit, air quotations Gambit in that movie. I was like,
So
there was
why isn't Gambit in the original, like in the Bryan Singer X-Men films?
I don't know.
Especially when he's such a big part of the
Yeah.
Days of Future Past
There was
storyline.
there was this weird like time I read about this recently, and my friends have an X-Men podcast, and like they've been like giving me all my comic recommendations and stuff because I'm very heavily into the comics now too, which has been wonderful. I've been reading some such good things, but apparently there was like this time period like late 90s and like into the early 2000s where like writers didn't want to write Gambit because they were like, he's like too much for the female gaze. We don't want him with Rose. He's like too emotional, so we don't want to write an emotional men like this. And like a lot of the times Gambit is written during that period in the comics, he's like very out of character and very much like a certain actor who has played him in a film that came out last year, who will be playing him again in a film that's coming out next year, has described him, which is not what the character is at all. I don't like Channing Tatum Gambit.
He was the only good part of that movie, though.
Yeah, he's funny.
He was so
He's
funny.
funny.
He's so
He's so funny. But then there was that interview. He's like, all Gambit does is drink and sleep around. He doesn't care about being a hero. I'm like, actually, no, because all the comics I'm reading right now that are like the more modern X-Men comics are all pretty much Rogue and Gambit centric because duh, that's of
tough.
course what I'm reading, and they're all written by women. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you write that character. I'm like, because Chris Claremont introduced Gambit to be the character for the female gaze because they didn't have one at that point because Scott is Scott and
Yeah.
Wolverine is 5'3". So
He
they
is
needed
5'3" and a whiny little Jean Grey deserves better.
he does.
I texted Liv in the after the finale of season 1, and I was like, what the hell was that proposal?
Oh yeah. The
He's just like hugging her from behind, and he's like, Jane, will you marry me? No ring. Like, what in the Jeremiah
Yeah.
Fisher is
What
happening
is
right now?
Why the Jeremiah Fisher? Is Scott Summers Jeremiah Fisher?
They're both whiny little bitch boys.
They are both whiny little bitch boys. You know, oh, I can't tell you this yet. Shit, I can't tell you this yet.
You can't tell me.
I can't tell you this. Oh, I can't tell you this, but when you see this certain episode, I could tell you because I'm gonna make a joke and you're gonna laugh very hard.
Great. I'll be ready.
Yeah, it's Scott Summers lore. I can't tell you yet.
I hate him.
Yeah, with a
I
burning
everything
passion.
he does. He
I'm
just
so glad.
he just bothers me.
I'm
Every
so
single
glad.
word he says, I'm like, throw the whole man away. Like, like Jean is so in touch with everyone's emotions too, because she's a freaking empath,
Yeah.
literally. And then when Rogue is like looking at them holding hands, and then she's talking to him, and or then Jean and Scott are talking, and Jean's like, I know how hard it is for Rogue to see us together because she wants that too. And he's like, well, how would you know that? She seems fine to me.
Shut up, you
So
stupid
rich.
boy.
So, and then after Okay, then that's when Rogue flies off, right? Because she
Yeah.
wants to go get her powers, and then it's the whole thing where,
Is that when
huh?
she's sitting on the wing of the plane?
Yeah, yeah, she just hitches a
She's
ride on the
depressed. She's
plane.
like, I'm just gonna be depressed and sit on this plane.
Obsessed with her.
Obsessed with
She's an
her.
icon.
Diva.
And then like she saves Jean from like
Hmm.
falling off of a cliff, and then Scott is like thank you. I don't know what I would do without her. I just like, can you stop with that? Later in one of the other episodes, they're like, I think it's Wolverine and Gambit are like in like a cave or something, and
Hmm.
I was kind of text like live reacting to Liv, so I didn't fully see everything going on because I was a little too into my live reactions. But they're like actively working to like save the day and get out of there, and he comes in and he's like, "Did you decide to take a day off?" And I said, "Fuck you. You did not just say that
If
to the
I
show."
was either of them, I would kill him dead.
Like, I'm sorry, Charles. Why would you put him in charge?
Out
Like,
of all of them.
Jean is so much more competent. And I know,
Yeah.
like, the version of her right now, they're not showing the full capability of her powers. Like, they're kind of they're kind of sidelining her a little bit,
Yeah.
which is a little bit annoying. And then they gave her that ugly ass wedding
Oh
dress
my God.
with the fuck ass purple bows. Um,
Literally, like how, like you're first of all, you're marrying Scott Summers. Second of all, you have this ugly ass dress.
and then the ugly ass bridesmaids dresses. However, I did say that would be a really fun
It
Comic-Con
would
group to
be.
do. It
And
would be really aesthetic.
Chloe's gonna be a cosplayer now.
Potentially. I don't know if I have the
Potentially.
closet space for it.
We'll make it work.
I would like to. I think it'd be fun.
You start off small, and then when you move,
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to start off small.
I'll
Good luck.
help you.
This is the girl. You're talking to a girl who just like spent $130 on new skincare like 2 days ago because
And
I
that's
just wanted
so
to.
real. And that's so real. And look, Jean would be an easy cosplay to start out with because if you do like the hero suit, that's like easy fold up wig,
True.
easy. And you
True.
could use it for multiple cosplays. So it's gonna be that red wig we found for you.
I know we found a good red wig.
Yeah.
And I do rock red hair, I
Yeah.
have to
And I
say.
do actually have that red wig. And it's great quality. But I'm so glad you are also a Scott Summers hater.
Is that not like a popular opinion?
No, some people love him.
Why?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
How?
He's so annoying.
We both hate him. Like Dimitri and
Yeah.
I are both yelling at him, like everything he does. We're like, just shut up, man. Wolverine has his side quests,
Yes.
likes to go to random villages and become
Yes.
friends with the locals. You
Yes.
know, I vibe with him, our little short
I do
king.
vibe with him.
Even like Gambit has just now started to become interesting because like
Yes.
the first he's just walking around and
Yeah.
like, hey, like I mean, even like their relationship is still not, it still doesn't make any sense. It's just kind of him being
Yeah.
like, hey, I got a crush on you. And she's like, stop trying to kiss me. I'll
Yeah.
kill you. And then the fucking idiot, like when zombie morph
A mess.
disguises himself as Rogue, and she's like, it's like, hey, maybe I can touch you. So go meet me in the rec room. And I was like, this is a kid
It's
show,
just
but
a kid
this is
show.
a kid show, but okay. And then I was a little mad at him for this.
Yeah, she was sleeping.
She was sleeping on the
Mm,
couch. And I understand there was a level from his perspective of implied consent.
yeah, but still, she was sleeping.
However, she was asleep,
Sleep.
buddy.
She was
And she
asleep.
has told you many times,
Don't do that.
don't kiss me.
Yeah. And then
Aw.
he did it.
And then he
And
did.
then he went to a coma.
And then the poor girl absorbed his powers
Yeah.
and doesn't know how to control them. Like,
No.
oh my gosh.
And now all his thoughts are in her head too. Just
Right.
bopping around there, which I texted you
So
about the other day.
she knows exactly how he feels about
He
her.
knows
I don't know if I
exactly.
would want that.
Yeah,
If there's a guy
it's
that's into me, like, I don't even know, like, if I would want to go in my own husband's brain to know the thoughts he has
no.
about me. Like, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and this is the man that I love with every fiber of my being.
Yeah.
But he's still a man, and men have thoughts that I don't want to be familiar
Same,
with.
same. And especially at that Gambit at that point. But there's a whole other level, and like especially reading her in the comics too, is like it is yes her powers, but also there's a whole other side to it too that like it is like her fear of like contact with others, her fear of intimacy, her fear of like actually becoming close to people because of like A, her powers just like springing up when she was so young, and B, just like her literally being raised by terrorists, and then, as you now
Yeah.
know,
Okay. I was the way that they did that was actually very confusing because
yeah,
Mystique is just like, I once looked like this, and she went, oh, Mama. And I was like,
he said,
okay,
"Mama."
so Mystique just made herself look like your mom, and now you're gonna
Yeah,
go along with what she says. And I was like, oh no, she fully is like, this is my mom.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, Mys that's not a lie.
yeah. That is her. That's her mama. This poor girl.
So your mom disguised herself as your sort of boyfriend, who's not your boyfriend, to mass murder, or to not mass murder,
Oh
to
my
I think
God, wait. Is this when she disguises as Gambit and like starts like killing
yes,
people in the government? Oh my God, yeah, I forgot you got there
yes.
yet.
That was the Days of Future. That was the finale of season
Yes,
one.
that's right. Oh my
So
God.
she disguised herself as Gambit to assassinate the
Senator Kelly.
senator, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rogue shows up and she's like, I'm not gonna let this happen. And then she's like, you're gonna help me escape. And she's like, why would I do that? Mama?
Yeah.
I said, hello?
You said what?
Roll that back, roll
Roll
that
that
tape back
back. Roll that back.
again. Excuse me, one more time. This is my
You're
Blanche
broken.
voice is coming out from our
Streetcar named Desire.
from Streetcar Named Desire. When I had that scene, this is the exact voice that I used for the character. Um,
Yeah.
a little sidetrack. But so that was crazy.
Crazy reveal.
Crazy
And
reveal.
then me going to you. So this isn't in the show, but
She's a
Mystique is a
lesbian.
lesbian and has a wife who is Irene Adler from Sherlock Holmes somehow, but her name is Destiny and she sees into the future.
And then I'm like, wait, then
But I'm like,
why
don't
did
think about that
Bryan
right now.
Singer put her in a love triangle with Charles and Magneto when Charles and Magneto should be together?
And they like
They're
m-
so
yeah,
gay.
they're so gay. And Mystique does not like interact with Charles or Magneto in like any other capacity outside of like fighting them and any other X-Men thing.
And like I love the backstory they gave her in
Yeah.
First Class. I think that's really cool, but
But
it's
they were
just
just
not.
they were making up whatever they wanted for those movies.
Yeah, I'm starting to gather that. Which sucks because the cast is so good.
Yeah. Like if this was a more akin to the comics or the animated shows, like it would have been a good cast for the most part.
Yeah, like did they just combine? I keep texting you about this. Did they just
Yeah.
combine Jubilee and Rogue to create Rogue's
Yeah.
character? Like, is
Yeah.
that what they did?
Because they wanted a POV character, but I guess they didn't want to use Jubilee, but they wanted to use Rogue for
I
just
get it.
like the
I know you
powers.
said she gets better, but at this point, I'm like everything Jubilee says. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl,
I like Jubilee more because I started with 97 more when she's older.
I can do that. I'm not a kid anymore. Stop leaving me out. You
Yeah.
shoot fireworks out of your hand, babe. Like, what are you?
Yeah, she's annoying then. Yeah, I like her. I like her because of 97 because she's older and she's much more
You
like
compared her to
she's
Ezra, so
yeah, she's very like her progression is very Ezra, but it takes her a little while longer to get there. But I do like how she's like everyone's little sister and
it's true.
One of Logan's like 15 daughters.
See,
Logan is all
and
his daughters.
That's why I love him.
I do. He's just a dad.
He's just a dad. He's literally just a guy.
He's just a
He's
guy.
just a guy with some rage issues, and
Yeah,
he's
like
just like, "You want some of these?" And
yeah.
that's his one line.
'Cause he'll kill Scott dead, but if anyone did anything to Jubilee or Rogue, they would be dead.
He literally said, like, almost word for word, "I would kill Scott, but I can't stand to see Jean cry."
He's gonna love Jean. If
He
there's one
loves
thing he's gonna
Jean.
do,
If
he
there's one
loves
thing
her.
he's gonna do, he's in love with Jean. And you know what? She deserves.
She deserves to be loved by someone who
It's
realizes just
not Scott Summers.
literally the only reason he's the leader is because he's Xavier's little prodigy.
Even Charles Xavier pisses me off in this series.
Boo! Boo! I hate that man.
I'm so sorry.
No,
He's so invasive.
yeah.
He like he's like, oh, I'm gonna go penetrate that guy's mind. Did he give you consent?
No.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't be having penetration without consent.
There's so many jokes you can make from that. How about when he does his diva pose for some reason?
I,
The thing about the X-Men,
it was so funny. He's like, he's falling out of his wheelchair, and he just poses. All he just goes, like it's
every
like a seductive, like sideways, like, hey there,
everyone, no matter who they are in the X-Men 90 series, for some reason, is just diva.
diva.
Just everyone is diva. Like Love Storm, Agent Six,
Call the
my
lightning.
commands. Or
Oh, the ice.
that one episode where he got mad at her for yelling at
So much.
Gambit.
Like, I love her for the most part, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, when they're freaking in prison,
Mhm.
Storm was on my last nerve.
Yeah.
Because first, they explain the rules to you, okay? They're like, we're gonna turn off your collar and it's gonna allow you to use your powers. But if you use your powers, we're gonna turn the collars back on and you won't be able to use them anymore. So what does she do? She flies. And then they turn the collar on and she goes, oh no, my powers, I'm gonna fall.
She said, I can't use my powers, but they didn't say I couldn't fly.
So, and then she's like, oh no, they're punishing me now. What did you think was gonna happen? Like, you gotta think these things through. Jubilee was of more sound mind
Oh
than
my
you
God.
are.
And then they're literally with Gambit, who is a professional criminal
Yes.
who can
Well,
probably get them
no.
out of jail.
And he does eventually.
Yeah.
But not only that, then they're like, oh, we're just gonna fully terminate her. And then Gambit steps in and he's like, no, you don't want to kill her. Um, she can summon powers and fill up your dam really fast. And they're like, oh yeah, that would be really helpful. So we'll just keep her in confinement. And the entire time she's yelling, no, knowledge is power. Don't tell them what my powers are. Bitch, do you want to die? They're going to kill you, babe. They put her in a box and she's like, oh no,
My
my one
claustrophobia.
weakness, claustrophobia. She's so dramatic. And it is hilarious that she said knowledge is power, but she doesn't
Yeah.
seem to have it.
Literally let the actual professional con man get you guys out of prison.
And it's so
That's his
funny
job.
because everyone's like always yelling at Gambit and Wolverine, like as they should, but
Also, like, failed to mention that, like, Storm and Gambit are supposed to be best friends.
oh,
Yeah, they really don't explore that dynamic until later. Because Storm is who brought Gambit onto the X-Men, but they don't really explore that till later. It's like when Gambit becomes more of a central character with like him and Rogue's relationship and then him
he
and
like
Storm and
fully
everything.
disappeared for like 5
Yeah.
episodes. Both Gambit and Jean were like just
Uh,
kind of went away,
yeah.
just like disappeared. And I was like,
Bye.
first I was like, where's my girl? Like, where is she? Where, like, give me some character development because I know I love her. Like, she hasn't done
Yeah.
really anything in the show to make me love her yet, except I love her little pink outfit when she was
It's so cute.
so cute. They all wear a lot of pink.
Right? I was gonna say, like, I was just thinking in the first episode when they're all at the mall, when they find
Love.
Jubilee. They're like, oh, like Rogue has a pink dress.
Love.
Storm wears a lot of pink. I love it. Gambit has pink costume, pink powers. Jean has pink powers.
Love.
Yeah.
Love.
We love
But
everyone with the pink.
so I noticed like this happened twice already in the show where as soon as I realized I was like, Jean hasn't been in the last few episodes. I wonder where she is. She walks in. I was like, oh, okay. She's
It's
back. Cool. Like I
yeah.
said that to Dimitri, and then she showed up. And then I texted you, and I was like, Rogue and Gambit really aren't interacting much. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, and starts flirting with her. Literally 2 seconds after I send you that text. And I was
It's
like,
like asking you
asking
shall
you
receive.
shall receive, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Just when you start to notice they're gone, they come right back
they
in.
come right back. I was like, where did they go?
And now they're here.
Now they're back. And yeah, it took a second to pick up, but I am
It
very
does,
much
yeah.
enjoying the show.
Yeah. It's like with
Um,
any it's like same thing at Rebels, Clone Wars, all these
yeah,
shows.
it picked up a
It
lot
takes a
faster
second.
than a lot of those shows
Yeah.
do. Like Clone Wars, it takes like you got to get like 3 seasons in
Yeah.
before.
That's why it took me so long to watch that show, because when I
Right, it
started
takes me.
trying to rewatch it when I was a teenager, before I like actually did my full rewatch as an adult, I was like, I don't like this show.
I'm like trying to rewatch it to get Dimitri to watch it for the first time so that he can watch Rebels.
Yeah. It's
It's a hard one.
it's so much. But especially with X-Men the animated series, like it kind of starts off where you think it's gonna be like so Jubilee focused, and then it's
Not.
she's just a part of the team like
She's
two
just
episodes
there.
later. She's just
And
there.
you're like,
They're like
cool, great,
hey, here's our POV character. You'll see her. She's gonna be annoying, but
but
she's
that's
here.
okay.
But you need one. You need a
You do.
POV teen character, especially
You
like when
do.
you have this show in the 90s with like mainly kids are watching it. You need to have the POV character.
Exactly. You need a POV character in order to have complex female characters.
Yes. And you know who is the sentimental man of this show? Beast. He's the sentimental man.
But I'm sentimental about that
I am
man.
sentimental about that man. I am sentimental about Beast. Like
I love him.
Zeb sentimental man. Zeb is just the older cousin.
Yes.
Zeb Aurelius, we love you, and I love you and your husband together. But Beast is also just has like
Which
the most tragic story.
I'm really scared for
I'm
Ahsoka
scared.
season 2.
Oh my
I'm
god, me
really
too.
scared if Callus is not included. If they break up our headcanon, that is basically canon because the entire fandom
Yeah.
agrees.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be hurt even sooner because Mandalorian Grogu, Zeb is in it, so we may.
Damn it. It's
Damn
not
it, yeah.
happening. They're not going to do that. They're not
I'm
going to.
so scared.
No!
So scared. All right, I can't think about that anymore. Back to the X-Men. Back to the X-Men.
Ah!
Um,
Then if it doesn't, if we'll just have to send him back to the moon.
go
What
back to
moon
the
you ask? The
moon
moon that makes you gay.
The moon that makes you gay. I have a sticker and everything about it.
This is gonna ruin the moon.
This is
What
gonna ruin the
moon?
moon. The gay
The
moon.
moon. The gay moon.
Anyway, back to Hank McCoy.
I really thought it was funny when like he just got freed from prison and then Jubilee runs up and gives him the biggest hug and I'm like, girl, you don't know him.
Jubilee
You've
just
had
wants
like you've had no screen time with this guy.
Jubilee just wants to be included at this point. She's like,
She
everyone's
really
my friend
does.
now. She's like, everyone's my friend now. And they're like,
Especially Wolverine.
she wants Wolverine to be her best friend.
She loves Wolverine.
And he's like, I don't know who you are, child.
Yeah, but he does. She's one of, it's
He
like
does.
Haymitch and his ducklings. Or what does he
Yeah.
call them? His little birds.
Yeah.
How many series can we reference in one sentence?
So many.
And I hope all of our listeners are just as crazy as we are and they can
Yeah.
keep up with every single reference that we make
Like, we went from Star Wars to the Hunger Games.
to the Summer I Turned
Summer I
Pretty,
Turned Pretty.
to X-Men.
X-Men.
This is why this podcast is where we talk about whatever we want because we don't
Yeah.
really have a through
Yeah.
line.
See, there's a love it's just like the Summer I
It's
Turned
just
Pretty.
nerd culture.
It's
It's
just
just girly things.
It's just girly things. See, it's just like the Summer I Turned Pretty. There's a love triangle: Wolverine, Scott, and Jean. But
Yes.
they're not brothers, but like they're both mutants, so it's basically the same thing.
But Wolverine is not Conrad.
No, Wolverine's not God. Neither they're both they're both Jeremiah.
Wolverine,
You're
I don't think he really has a character equivalent.
no, he's
If
just
anything, he's Adam.
Wolverine's just a guy. And like
He's really,
he's so funny. That's why this is what has made me love Wolverine because like once you realize he's just this old, really fucking old, 5'3" guy with Canadian with so much rage, who's also just like accidental father to all. Yeah.
and in love with
With
Jean,
Jean.
who's in love with Scott simply because he's hot. And
And
I mean, it's not like she has a lot of options.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess if they were those were my only two options, I probably would have gone Scott too, because he actually is kind of
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
He does treat her
He
well,
does.
but we're
Yeah. Cause like I'm like Wolverine's just not really.
I don't think that would work. But it is
No.
kind of weird that like they haven't really played into her having feelings for him until they got she got married. And now all of a sudden she's devastated that he's not that Wolverine didn't come to her wedding.
Oh yeah, I
And I'm
forgot he didn't
like,
go. I forgot he doesn't go to the wedding.
no, he didn't go.
Eee.
He was too busy killing Scott in the simulator.
Oh yeah! Oh that's that. Oh, it's the season 2 opener. That's like the
Yes,
crazy episode. That's the
he's
whole Morph
killing
episode too.
so much happens. Yeah, he's killing Scott in the simulator, saying you can't have her.
I've now that you're watching this, I want to rewatch it all again because like first watch, like I there was so much being thrown at me that I was like I feel like I wasn't taking enough, and then like you're saying things like I vaguely remember it,
Yeah, like I
but I
had to. There were multiple times where I was like, I missed a lot. I'm just gonna
yeah.
start the episode
Yeah.
over.
Like it's one of those shows where you look down for 2 seconds and suddenly like
You're like, what's happening?
what is going
Like
on?
with the when the Days of Future Past arc started, I would think I was texting you about something, and I looked up and I'm like, so I missed when it said like 2055.
Yeah, and you're like,
So I was
what's
like,
happening?
who are these people that Wolverine is with? What just happened? What's going on? Oh. And then the Days of Future Past movie came back to me because for
Yeah.
some reason I didn't remember. Like, I really struggle with knowing what happened in what X-Men movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Me rewatching those movies recently, I was fully convinced that First Class was Days of Future Past and Days of
Yes,
Future Past was
was
Apocalypse because I was like, oh,
yes,
Quicksilver's in First Class, and then I'm watching, I was like, no, he isn't. He's not in
yeah,
Apocalypse. That's the one I don't like. And then I watched, I was like, wait, he's in it. That's the one where also Lana Condor's Jubilee for 10 seconds. That happens in that?
yeah. So that's what I was going through watching it because I was
Yeah.
like, wait, this isn't the plot of Days of Future Past. And
No.
then and then the second one started in the preview with something like the evil band of mutants or whatever they're called, which is eventually Magneto's crew.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was like, oh, it's when Mystique was gonna assassinate that dude. Okay, it's all coming
Yeah.
back to me. And I was like, oh, and then I
Oh,
guess in this, she disguises herself as Gambit
Gambit.
because I was so confused.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I guess that is the plot of Days
Yeah.
of Future Past. And it did because I've only seen this movie one time.
Yeah.
So, and I can kind of tell you what happened in the first one. I think First Class is probably what I remember the most because
Yeah.
that was my favorite.
Yes.
It was
It's fun.
it's so fun. It's so gay.
It's so gay. When Charles and Eric are laying on that bed together in the strip club, there was
Like just the beach scene. That is
the
a
beach
breakup.
scene, the beach divorce.
The beach divorce. The beach that turns you straight, apparently.
I guess so.
We have a moon that turns you gay and a beach that turns
Turns you straight. Because there's no way in hell they're straight.
No, no, those men are so in love. This is a
They're
lover's
so
quarrel.
in love and so in love.
Even like in freaking in the animated series, like Magneto calls, even though it's Morph,
Yeah.
and he's like, I have to go help him,
He's like, my lover,
my boy.
my
So
boy,
like
Eric.
this wasn't just a friendship. You and Eric
No,
are
something else. Something
yeah.
else. Something
There's
else.
there's there might be something there that wasn't
Wasn't
there
there before.
before.
But now that you're well into season 2, you're about to get into some
Oh,
drama.
I'm only on episode 1 of season 2.
But still, drama's coming.
Drama.
Drama is coming, and yeah, there's season 2 is good. I think season 2 is probably my favorite season. A
I'm
lot of my
excited.
a lot of my favorite episodes are in season 2. Wait, I want to pull the episode list for a second. So
It really kicked off quickly.
it really does. That whole Morph episode is wild. Is this the season with? Is it? Yes, it's the Rogue backstory episode. It's so good. It's so
Very
good.
excited.
Very exciting.
Very excited.
Very exciting episode. But a lot of season 2 is episodes focused on like individual X-Men. So like this is when you start getting like a lot of everyone's backstories, a lot of like side missions with everyone.
This
With
is
the
when Wolverine starts running off to China or to Japan. He goes to
Well,
Japan.
yes, I was just gonna say that. I was like, you're gonna about to get a couple episodes, usually like 3 in a row of Wolverine's in Japan now, and that's the episodes where I was just like, I don't care, so this is gonna be my background noise. Because I'm like, peace and love to him, sure. They really don't add anything to the greater plot besides that he was the highest selling toy at the time, and they were like, we just need to have a couple episodes of him doing cool shit. Once you get further, we could come back and recap more. Yay!
Yay! So I will continue to send you my live reactions.
Yes.
Because I'm probably gonna go watch after this.
Yay.
Exciting.
Well, I think we should probably wrap up because we've been recording
Probably
for a
we've
while
been
now.
long time. You
But
know,
what a
we
wonderful
probably should
way.
like invest in Zoom Premium
We probably
at some
should.
point.
It'll be a little write off on our taxes. Government, you didn't hear that. This was a wonderful way to bring back the podcast.
I think
And
so
all because
too.
of Ben Solo.
All because of Ben Solo. We
Solo.
just had to thank you, Adam Driver, for the
Thank you, Adam
chaos you have
Driver.
created. I mean, thank you for a lot of things. I
Yes.
do love that man.
Once we get this out and recorded, we'll see with our schedules and everything how frequent we could get some episodes out.
I know.
We have a lot of
We're
topics we
gonna
want to
try
talk
to be
about.
better, you guys. I
Yeah,
promise.
because we want to talk about Epic Universe. We got to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is a show that Chloe got me
I
addicted to.
forced her
And
to watch it.
we should bring Bia on for that
Oh,
episode.
yes,
And
we should.
Emma.
We could bring him on too.
And Emma. And we could talk about Wicked when it comes out.
Very
With
excited. I'm
Matt.
very excited. Yes.
We
Yes.
haven't asked these people to be guests, but they're going to be.
I mean, Bia is our anytime I mention doing a Summer I Turned Pretty episode, she's like, please, please let me come on.
Yes,
Dimitri
absolutely.
wants to come on for Epic Universe.
Yes. Oh, everyone, so many guests.
There's so many guests.
Yay. Well,
Yay.
I think we should sign off, right?
I think we should too. I think it's been a good time.
It has
I
been.
think we've said our piece.
I think we have.
I could rip into Bob Iger more, but then we would get into Disney World territory, and that's just a whole other.
So, in conclusion, save the hunt for Ben Solo.
Yes.
Bob Iger, how dare you?
Bring back romance.
Bring back romance, and we hate Scott Summers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yay.
What a lovely summary.
What a lovely summary of today's episode.
Oh my goodness. Well, as always, thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.